everybody. Welcome to Pilates in the Grove online platform. My name is Kelly. I'm going to be here with you today going through a nice back to basics chair routine, something that you can do at home with just a chair. Today, I'll have you grab a kitchen towel or even a bath towel if this doesn't seem like it's going to be long enough for you, and some hand weights too. If you don't have any hand weights at home, you can always use a water bottle or anything else to use in your hands, or you can just do no weights at all, whatever feels good for you and your body today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to warm up with a little bit of breathing. So let me turn my chair this way here. Okay. So we're going to sit with our hips at about 90 degrees here, 90 degrees at the knee. Nice and tall here, so we're going to already start to work on that posture. Let's take that towel. We're just going to wrap the towel around your waist, around the rib cage, just that upper lower bra line or just below those shoulder blades here. And we're going to give that towel a little cinch across the waist. So you should feel like this towel is nice and tight and it's giving you a little bit of feedback here already. So what we're going to do to start is take a nice deep breath in through the nose. You're going to expand those lungs out and those ribs out to the side so you can feel some pressure into the side of that towel. And as you exhale, we're going to draw those ribs down and in. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, we're going to draw those ribs down and in. Belly button's going back towards the spine. Nice deep breath in here through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth, drawing those ribs down and in. Good. Two more here. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Expanding those lungs as wide as we can, pushing into that towel. And exhaling everything out, squeezing out every last bit of breath. Good. All right, we're going to set this towel down by the side for now. We're going to move our hands to our belly. We're going to work a little bit more on some diaphragmatic breathing. So really working into the lower parts of our lungs here. So hands across the belly. Take a nice deep breath in. This time, think about expanding your belly out. So you're really trying to fill all the way into those lower lungs. And then exhale all that air out. Pretend like that towel is still around your waist. You're cinching those ribs down and in, that belly button back towards your spine. Deep breath in. Filling that belly up. Hands are expanding. Exhale it all out. Tuck those bellies in. One more. Deep breath in through the nose. Expanding through that belly and out through the mouth. Ribs draw in. Excellent. From here, we're going to work a little bit on some mobility. Let's sit up nice and tall again, making sure we have our 90 degrees at the hips and 90 degrees at the knee. Hands are going to come behind our head here. Now, if at any point this doesn't feel good for you and your shoulders, you can always cross your arms over your chest or leave them even down by your sides, whatever feels good for you. So we're going to start with your hands behind your head. Think about pressing your head back into your hands. We're not really going to pull your head forward with your hands, but we're sitting up nice and tall here, pushing that head back into the hands. So we're going to start by taking a nice deep breath, making sure we're sitting up really nice and tall, belly's engaged. On our exhale, we're going to tuck our chin. We're going to start to round forward, using those abdominals to start to crunch. Deep breath in here. Exhale, stacking back up, reaching really long and tall through the spine. Head is the last to come up. You can almost think about giving yourself a little bit of gentle traction here. So you're pulling that head up towards the ceiling. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, rounding forwards, using those abdominals. Act like you're peeling yourself away from a wall. So everything's nice and flat and straight behind you. Belly's in, deep breath in. And stack back up nice and tall. Head is the last to come up. One more here. Nice deep breath in, tucking that chin, rounding forward. Belly draws in, stacking back up nice and tall. Head is the last to come up. Excellent, good. From here, we're gonna work a little bit more on some rotation. So again, hands across your chest or hands behind your head. We're up nice and tall here, giving ourselves that traction. Take a nice deep breath in. On our exhale, we're gonna twist and rotate over our right side. So here I want you to make sure that your knees are glued together, your hips stayed in exactly the same position so you don't see any shifting or twisting through the legs, but you're up nice and tall, trying to wring out that waist. And we'll come back to the center here, growing taller every time. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, rotating over our left side. Knees are staying drawn together. Deep breath in here. Exhale, come back to the center. Good. Nice deep breath in here. We're rotating back towards that right side, really trying to open up through that chest and back to the center. Deep breath in, exhaling to the left. Keep those knees drawn together. Come back to the center, up nice and tall. One more time on each side. Rotating to that right side. Growing taller as you get into the center. And rotating all the way to the left. Growing taller as we get into the center here. Perfect, good. You can drop your arms down for just a second. I'm gonna turn and face you so you can see me a little better for this next one. So I'm not leaning up against the edge of the chair here at all. I'm sitting up nice and tall, just as we were before. Hands are gonna come behind your head. Glue those knees together, everything nice and stable in through the belly. We're gonna take a deep breath in, and on our exhale, we're gonna think about reaching up and over to our right side. So again, this left hip is staying down, your knees are staying together, and you're really trying to shine through this part of your chest here. So take a deep breath in while we're here. And then exhale, we're gonna stack back up nice and tall, growing taller and longer. Deep breath in here. Exhale, reaching up and over to the right. And back to the center. One more time here, deep breath in, reaching up and over to the right. And we're using those abdominals to stack back up nice and tall. Excellent, we're gonna make our way to the left side now. So deep breath in, exhale, reaching up and over to the left. You might find that one side is moving a little bit better than the other, using those abs to come back up nice and tall. Good, reaching up and over to that left. And stacking back up nice and tall. One more time here, reaching up and over. Getting length through that right side body, right hip is staying down and stacking back up nice and tall. Good. So from here, let's take your right hand and bring it down on the chair here. Our left arm's gonna reach up over our head. We're gonna reach up and over towards that right side one more time, but you can use your hand for a little bit of stability and some counter pressure here. So you should feel like a really nice, good stretch. As you can see, my range of motion was a lot greater with the stretch than it was with my obliques. So need to work these out just a little bit here. Stretching. Take a nice deep breath in. Pretend that that towel is still around your waist here. You're expanding those lungs. Exhaling everything back down and in. Good, let's stack up nice and tall. We'll bring your left hand down. Now your right arm is gonna reach up towards the ceiling and then up and over into that side bend to the left. So same thing over here. We're trying to open up through the ribs here, taking a nice deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna stack back up nice and tall. Excellent. Okay, so from here, we're gonna work on some exercises. So we're gonna come back to that same position with the hips at 90 degrees, knees at 90 degrees. Hands can come onto your hips here, stacking up really nice and tall. I want you to push both of your feet down into the floor. So if you can watch me here, if you see I'm pushing down, you can kind of see this lift My quads are lifting a little, and I'm actually growing a little bit taller as I press my feet down into the floor. So that's where we're gonna start and end with all these exercises here, okay? So we're gonna press down into that floor. Give ourselves a little bit of length. Take that right knee, lift it up towards your chest, and then set it back down. Now everyone's range of motion is gonna be a little bit different here. Go ahead, keep pressing down as you bring that left leg up. The only thing I want you to be aware of is that we're not doing anything like this, but we're keeping that height and that length, and that right leg is really digging in. Good, so reset here, both legs pressed down, right knee lifting up towards the ceiling. And coming back down, good. Press both feet down, lifting that left leg up. And back down, wonderful. One more on each side. Pressing those legs down, lifting that right knee up, placing it back down. Last one, pressing both legs down, lifting that left leg up, and placing it back down. Wonderful, good. From here, let's move on to an exercise for the thighs here. So we're keeping that wonderful upright posture. Let's kick that right leg out straight and hold it here. This should be challenging. You should really feel your thigh doing some work here, your postural muscles doing some work. If you can flex your foot, go ahead. It might be a little too much tension for now, so you can point those toes. And we're gonna set that leg back down. Again, we're working on trying to not sink back into the chair, but you're really using those muscles to keep you up nice and tall. Good, let's kick that right leg back out here again. Holding, reaching long through those legs, and set the right foot down. Extend the left leg out, hold it, and place the left leg back down. Good, one more on each side here. Extend that right leg out straight, really reaching long. Placing it back down. And the left leg extends out nice and long. And placing it back down. Wonderful. From here, we're going to work on some scooting. So scooting is a really good functional activity that we need to be able to do to get in and out of bed, on and off of chairs, on and off the couch. So being able to scoot forwards and backwards as well as side to side is something that's really useful for us. So we're going to work on just some forwards and backwards today because side to side doesn't work so well when you're in a chair. Let's sit right on the edge of our chair here. We're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to work on scooting back first. So trunk is staying nice and tall. Your belly is drawn in. Let's draw your right hip up towards your ribs. So you're shortening through this right side, lengthening through your left. And then you're just going to scoot that right hip back onto the chair. Now here we're going to do the same thing. Hiking through that left side, really tightening that left side body, lengthening through the right, and then sliding that right hip back. So we're going to go back and forth just a couple times here until we get towards the back of the chair. Now we're trying to not lean side to side too much. You will a little bit, but I really want you to think about using these muscles here to help you with this. Now we're going to make our way back forwards. Depending on the chair that you have, might be a little bit harder this way. Mine has a little dip in it, so I'm scooting uphill here, but this really mimics a couch very well. So again, we're shortening through the sides, sliding those hips forward, and we're going to come back here. As you can see, I'm really almost clearing my entire hip off the chair, so it's less of a slide and more of that mobility through the pelvis. And we'll make our way back forwards. Good. Excellent. So we'll get towards the edge here, make our way back. And one more time, making our way forwards. Beautiful. Good. From here, I'm going to turn to face you. Let's grab onto our hand weights that should be somewhat nearby, or a water bottle, or anything else you have in your pantry that you can use as a weight. Another option is to use no weight at all. So we're sitting up nice and tall, gluing those legs together, again, using that powerhouse to keep us up nice and strong. Arms are going to come down by the sides, palms facing forwards. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bring those hands up towards your shoulder and straighten back out. Now, as we do these bicep curls, I really want you to think about your arms moving through mud. So you're using resistance to help with straightening, well, really to resist, straightening and bending those elbows. It does make it a little bit harder if we're thinking about that nice, slow, controlled motion. Make sure that chest is open. Good. 3 more curls here. 3 more. Last 2. And our last one. Wonderful. From here, lift your arms up so you have about a 90-degree angle at the shoulder. If this is too much for your shoulders, you can keep your arms down here and continue through the exercise we just completed. Again, you can also lose the weights if they get harder as we go. So whatever works for you in your body. So we're working on 90-degree angle at the shoulder, 90 degrees at the elbows, gluing those legs together, sitting up nice and tall, bending those arms in and extending those arms back out straight. Hands come to the shoulder and reach out straight. Now here, make sure you're not reaching too far forward or rounding forward, but those shoulder blades are really plugged down and back as you bend and extend those elbows. Good. 4 more here. Last 3. And 2. Again, imagine that mud really resisting both directions. And last one. Beautiful. Next, we're going to bring those arms all the way out to the side. Again, if this doesn't work well for you with the weights, you can lose them. Glue those legs together. Bend those hands in towards the shoulders and extend back out. Make sure your shoulders are open so you're not hunching forward. Belly is still really drawn in. Good. Last 4 here. 4 and 3. Legs are squeezed. Last 2 and last 1. Good. You can rest your arms down for just a second. Roll those shoulders forwards and backwards. Excellent. From here, bring your arms up to a goalpost position. We're going to press those arms up towards the ceiling and then pull those elbows down and back. So you should really feel your shoulder blades pulling down and back, opening up through that chest. Squeezing those legs together, sitting up nice and tall. Great. 4 more here. 4 and 3. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. Keeping those arms up at our goalpost position, we're now going to work to bringing those hands together in front of the face and then squeezing those shoulder blades to open back up through the chest. Arms together, opening back out to the side. Good. So we're still sitting up really nice and tall here. Those arms should feel like they're getting a pretty good exercise in now. Last 4 here. Opening, squeezing those shoulder blades. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. Bring those arms down for just a second. You can shake everything out. Great. I'll turn this way. For our last set of arm exercises here, we're going to work on the triceps, or the backs of the arms. Arms are going to come straight up, so the upper arm bones are right by the ears. We're going to try to drop those weights down towards the back of your neck, or hands down, or towards your mid back, whatever your range of motion allows. If this doesn't feel good for you, you can bring your hands in front of your forehead and just press up. The same motion, but just not quite so much shoulder range. So whatever works with you in your body. So here we're squeezing those legs together, sitting up nice and tall. Press those arms up towards the ceiling and then relax back down. So you're reaching those arms all the way up and relaxing back down. Reaching up and back down. Good. Last 3 more here. 3 and 2. Belly's in. Last 1. Bring those arms back to our goal post. Tiny little pulses up and down here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Wonderful. Set those weights down by your sides here. We're going to move right into some sit to stands here. So we're starting with our feet about hip distance apart. This is a wonderful functional exercise. A couple of variations that we can do here. One is you can always use your hands on the chair if this is too much for you. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, your hands can be right on your thighs as we do these, or you can bring those arms all the way out in front of you for a little extra challenge. Now, the ultra challenging part of the sit to stands is doing this in a nice controlled manner so you don't flop down into the chair. So we're going to be sitting and standing slowly to the count of 5. So arms up or over your chest here, wherever you need them to be. Take a deep breath in. Hinging forward at the waist, we're going to start to stand for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're standing. Now slowly we're sitting down for the count of 5, 4, 3, buns are going back into that chair, 2, and 1. Again here, deep breath in, hinging forward, standing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly sitting down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, one thing to pay attention to are making sure that your knees and your hips and ankles are all staying in line. So you're not standing like this, your knees aren't knocking, you're not using too much momentum, but really using those muscles to help you stand. Good, and then slowly sitting back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more here. Hinging forward, standing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sitting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hinging forward, standing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sitting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. From here, let's work on a couple stretches. We're going to take your right leg and extend it out straight. I'll turn this way so you can see me a little bit better. We're going to slide our hands down that leg. You should feel a really nice, good stretch through the back of your hamstrings here. If you can reach your toes and pull them back, it will make it a little bit more intense, but listen to your body and see what it has to say. Take a deep breath in here. Good. We'll sit back up nice and tall here, and we'll switch and do the other side. So extend that left leg out straight. Slide that hands down. Grab onto your toes if you can. Feel that good stretch in the back of our leg. Perfect. And we'll sit up here nice and tall. Next stretch is going to be for the outer hips here. So if you can cross your right ankle over your left knee, wonderful. That's where we'll start. However, if that's too much for you, you can take your left leg, extend it out straight, cross your right foot over your shin to start, and then see if you can start to pull that leg up your left leg. And then if you get here where your foot is above your knee, that's when you can start to slide that other leg back and see if we can get there. Otherwise, hold whatever's comfortable for you. I'm just gonna hinge forward at the waist just a little bit so I can feel a little more of a stretch through the outer hip here. Taking a nice deep breath in and back out. Good. Carefully uncross that leg. We'll switch and do the other side. Again, whatever feels good for you. It's a big stretch. Just gonna hinge forward just a little bit. Feel that hip open up a little more. Great. Sitting back up nice and tall here. Let's take that right arm. We're gonna cross it over our chest. Take your left hand and pull just slightly so you can feel a nice stretch through the outside of that right arm. Big deep breath in here. Now, same thing on the other side. Pull that left arm across your chest. Excellent, relax. Take that right arm, reach it over your head. With your left hand, grab that elbow if you can and take a nice little stretch here. Listen to what your body says. Take a deep breath in here. Good. And we'll switch sides. So right hand comes to that left elbow, gentle pull back. You should feel a nice good stretch in through the back side of your arm here. Great. Hands down by your sides. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift those arms up over your head. With your right hand, grab onto your left wrist. We're going to reach up and over to the right. So you're pulling a little gentle traction through that left arm just to give yourself a really good side body opening here. Again, only pull as much as your body feels like it can handle. It's a big stretch. Take a deep breath in here, just like we did in the beginning, filling those lungs. Good. Come back to the center and switch hands. So we'll grab onto that right arm, reaching up and over to the left. Feeling that nice side body stretch. Back up nice and tall. We'll bring our arms down by our sides, taking one more deep breath in, reaching really tall through those arms. And exhale it all out. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today for our first set of Back to Basics chair routine. Stay tuned, more coming your way. Have a good day. Thank you.